Alright, let's have some fun with this. What are we doing today? Our goal here is to start from scratch on the World of Warcraft character, this druid here, and determine zone by zone our best route for completing every task in that zone before we leave to the next zone. I've been inspired by some YouTube class acts on the gold grind side that have been able to do some really good work completing each zone with a WoW token, and I figured as a means to explore these zones that I've spent more than half of my life in, dating back to 2007, in a way that I haven't before. Enjoy the retail experience again. I've been away from retail since Dragonflight, taken a lot of hiatuses from retail to play classic and TBC private servers or play the Blizzard re-releases of those games. I've taken hiatuses from WoW. I'm really just trying to find a way to fall in love again with the retail experience, which I think a lot of people are doing. Classic WoW is like a lot of people's way of reconnecting with the game that they love, but I still feel like there's something that it just doesn't recreate. The characters that we play feel a little bit more temporary. I felt that way on private servers as well. And so, what I'm going to do is start here with this druid. I have a warband of leather wearing characters. They all have different professions. This character is going to leverage the gathering professions, mining and herbalism specifically. I have to figure out what I want to do with skinning and leatherworking, since we are using leather wearing characters, and I think there'd be a lot of transmogs that we would be locked out of if we didn't utilize skinning and leatherworking. But there's something very exploratory about utilizing herbalism and mining. I think that skinning doesn't facilitate. Killing of mobs and doubling up on farms and also skinning them just doesn't feel exactly like the way that I want to play the game. So I'm at level 5. I've done some of the quests here in Aldrassil. I skipped this part. It's a pretty boring section. Everyone's done these quests. And then moving into the rest of Teldrassil, I'll be able to complete the zones. Now, some caveats for this. I will not be utilizing the capital cities completions. I think there's some really weird, convoluted, like level locked stuff in each of the capital cities that I just don't want to do. And on top of that, if you take a look here at my all the things settings, if all the things wants to not crash my entire game, as it has been recently, I don't know what's up with it, but for some reason, it just really likes to throw things for a loop. Um, I've changed my settings on all the things because I tested this in um, I tested this experience in um, Silver Moon and the surrounding areas on a Blood Elf, inspired by the update that's coming. I really wanted to explore that zone and reconnect to a zone that I've leveled so many characters through. So I started there, and what I realized is there's a lot of things on all the things that I couldn't take advantage of. I couldn't 100% the zone because there was some weird, like, Shadowlands attached food thing that just wasn't working for me. So what I've actually done is starting in the classic zones, because that's what I'm going to start with first. I am using these filters that I discovered, and I've only filtered it down to classic and cataclysm, all the things items. So hopefully we don't run into any oddities related to like food achievements. I got to get fine aged cheddar to make something in Shadowlands. Like I don't want to deal with that. So hopefully this filter removes that. And I will say we probably won't 100% every zone because there may be some odd things that we're just not able to take advantage of. But if I could get to 90-95% in every zone, explore a lot of the things that we're dealing with there, and hopefully learn some areas or some mobs or some drops or some weird things that I just haven't ever experienced in the game, while also leveling all of the different professions, engaging with the auction house in a dynamic way. This isn't a gold challenge per se, but I imagine there will be some rare items that will drop that we already have that we will be selling to leverage our ability to complete things like transmog sets that or skipping some of these 0.001% drops that we don't want to waste our time on stream to interact with, right? So I'm going with the Druid. I think that's a pretty common farming class to deal with. I also just want to shout out Blizzard on this base cat form. Like, is beautiful. I don't know why it just stood out to me. Maybe because I've just been playing so much Classic. This isn't a brand new cat form by any stretch of the imagination, but just the way that it moves is just so smooth. The way that its paws hit the ground have so much impact and grounding. And then on top of that, Regrowth got a new spell animation with these fairies, so that's super sick. So here we are on Iridalran, moving through Aldrassil and into the world for the first time with some incomplete zones. Level 5 character, brand new. And we'll see how this goes. I'm curious to see what things the game is going to task us with completing as we move into this new zone. We'll see that update here shortly. Taldrassil only 22.61% complete. You'd think that maybe I wouldn't be such a clown and have that done. I also thought that I had turned off holidays, to be honest, because I don't really want to interact with them. I have seasonal events off. I don't know why. Let's see if holidays... No, it's not a separate filter. We are going to be skipping holidays. I know Love is in the Air is right now, and that may actually be why this is in here. But that's the Lunar Festival. I don't know. We're going to be skipping holidays regardless, okay? Because if there is a holiday up and we want to interact with it, I would rather be a much higher level. And at this point, that's just not really our thing. It's not part of our achievement journey at this time. And Zen Falhoof gets turned into a frog, meaning his quest is not available. No one is happy about that. So we'll just go straight to Shadow Glen and hopefully see the world the way it needs to be seen. And Rare Scanner is just bricking everything right now. There's actually surprisingly a high volume of players playing right now, which I didn't expect to see in the Night Elf starting zone. But I guess with Midnight's pre-patch here, that's pretty cool. And people seem to be enjoying themselves. I mean, hopefully with the class simplifications and a lot of things I've seen, I don't know, I'm not an expert in Midnight. I actually just utilized a lot of gold to even buy it with WoW tokens. I thought that would be a pretty interesting thing. Now, I also thought I downloaded for these guys to talk to us. I wanted to interact with them in a way where they would speak to us and we'd be able to hear the quest log things go off. So maybe that's an item I want to address briefly. We'll try this. Let's do a quick reload here. Hopefully this doesn't break anything with the chat. And honestly, I may need to reload to get her working. Yeah, let's do a quick relog. Although Speak did pop up for him. We'll try this. Let's relog real quick. Actually, let's go into the... and have some fun with it. We want to do this the right way. Like if we're gonna have an experience like this, we wanna engage with it in the right context. So let's try this. Stream mate go black for a second here. So don't sue me. Alright, let's try this. And honestly, I may have gone too far on the AI voiceover thing here, and we may need to make some changes that on that. But yeah, grab yourself a glass of wine or a beer or something fun and just chill out. Join the journey here. This is meant to be chill, no pressure. If we can even get it to work. There we go. We're back. Chill vibes, good music. Pool sticks in hand. All right. Let's see what we got here. No voiceover audio, huh? It's crazy because the vanilla one is actually like so dynamic and there we are.
Garrulus Talbothreth serves as Great Warden to the adventurers of the Talon in the Banethel Barrow Den. His duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety, so that their pact with Viscera
We'll put Johnny in the bottom right corner here.
from Garrulus is now delayed, and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village, and bring back a report from Garrulus, so that I can put my worries to rest, knowing my dreaming brethren slumber safely. How might I be of service to you, young one? Are you here to rest in the inn? Do you require
Yeah.
rest?
I mean, I
Yes.
I could use a Hearthstone actually. Thank you for reminding me,
It is a
Innkeeper.
shame Porthanius could not bring it himself.
Bind on this
For we
home.
have much to discuss, he and I. But I am glad to
We also want to head out to
glad you came.
our boy,
Here, please, rest.
the Satyr. We don't want to miss him.
Keep their strength and spirits high, and must find rest and solace whenever they may. For to neglect
I think
one
there's a
piece of
profession
body
trainer
and
now
mind
in these starting zones, if my memory serves me correctly.
I was once given an emerald dream
And
from
he
Garrulus
will,
Tablet.
yeah, he'll get us,
Warden of the
he'll get
adventurers
what
in the
get us what we
Banethel
need on the
Barrow.
herbalism side of
This
things.
powerful amulet is able to siphon energy from the Emerald Dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. Sadly, I have not been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze Village. Although
Oh, your
Starbreeze was
dresser?
once a tranquil place, it has now
Alright.
succumbed to the corruption
Now
of
there's a
the
general
First
goods vendor in here somewhere.
Perhaps you would be willing to recover my Dreamcatcher. Adventure.
Yeah, I'll get your dream catcher for you. These trees updated for sure. Holy moly. Bark is looking a lot more barky. They used to be very blue. Bandage trainers, no, that's not what we want. We want trade goods and general goods. They're around here somewhere, I promise you. I'm not a fool. It's the Boyer. Profession trainer, stable master, hunter trainer. Lots of trainers around here. There's a cooking trainer down here, which we will need because we want to eat all the food. something I enjoyed when I was doing Silver Moon was
Hello,
like
hero.
cooking all the
Been
food and
waiting
finding
for
all the
this moment for
recipes that
some
I
time.
had never interacted with before, and like just
A friend of
getting
mine, was training to be a
those
priestess in
items. So like
Dolanar.
brilliant small fish, right? Like
Left Dolanar to study in the temple.
we don't have that
Letters
recipe.
say she is doing well
Oh,
in
I
her
have
new
collected it.
lodge, but she
Okay.
misses home and her old friends.
Really?
I put together a book of her favorite
Okay, well,
recipes
I'll
for
take
your
it.
army.
There's also
Spend
this
time with the temple keeper in
event
Darnassus.
going on right now as
Don't
part of the
forget the recipe
pre-patch where
for
we're just
Theoden.
getting
He is in the center of town,
free
just across from the inn.
things all the time. Free satchels. I don't know much about it. I just know that when I open them up, they give me gear. And sometimes that's plenty. We just want a mining pick. That's really all we want. And my knowledge of this starting zone is really, really showing as problematic with this interaction right here. New flight path? Maybe he's in the ceiling. Dolinar recipe book? Okay, I don't want to do this quest just yet. Darnassus doesn't seem like the one. Oh, I'm proud of her too. Don't worry. You. Yes! Found him. I had a sense. Get the spade. Okay. Some inventory management here. Okay. So, the one thing we have to keep note of while we're doing all of these just fun and exciting things that we're doing here is we need to collect swords and consume them for our collection. It's the one downside of playing a druid. I did a monk for my Silver Moon grind. The one downside of playing a druid is they don't naturally just equip swords. So Jesus, this guy's voice is just abysmal. Let me get the loot here. Um, because I have rogue and monk and demon hunter, obviously 4 leather classes, in my warband, and the goal is to kit them all out collectively. And okay, heard. All right, Zen, you got it. I'll keep it a secret between you and I. Um, so I want to kit them all out, and the only way to do that is to get swords as part of that process. So we will be keeping our eye on swords as things drop. The other thing we want to keep an eye on is little things like these critters. There is an achievement to love all the critters. I believe love is the command. And I want to make sure that I am compliant with that as much as possible. So it looks like the big drop that we're going to have to farm here is going to be Black Moss the Fetid. I don't know where he is. I haven't killed any of these rares before in this zone. Nothing dropping off the owls today. Also love that these owls are just OG'd up on the model. Would have been a cool little touch to update them, but Blizzard decided that wasn't the move. Just all of these mobs in here are kind of jarring when other mobs in the same zones are actually updated. There's our first herb. Congratulations, Silverleaf. There are other mobs that are updated, like the tree we just passed earlier, and like gnolls in the Alliance, in the human starting zones and stuff like that. But these guys, not so much. We also don't have a spender for our combo points yet, which I also noticed that rogues do not when they start either. Rogues start with Sinister Strike, but no Eviscerate. Kind of embarrassing. What quest is over here? The Nightsaber Fangs? Okay. And then we also need to get the Emerald Dreamcatcher from our boy up here. I know there's a ton of customization options for the cat, but this base cat is just so good looking. Like the moons on the shoulder and the little gems We're having a blast out here. Okay, so the Dreamcatcher we know is up here in this room. We've all died here at some point during our classic journey for sure, thinking we could uh, sneak through here without aggroing other mobs. That is not the case. These guys have a fun aggro range a lot of the time. Here he is.
Thank the forest spirits you.
This guy.
I knew Africans would sense trouble and send help. The Narrowpine tribe's corruption has returned. They ambushed me as I left for the Banathel Barrow Den and
Well,
proceeded to pillage Starbreeze village. Something in the forest has corrupted Ursel the Mauler, their chieftain, and he is using the evil powers of the fell moss to drive them mad. I am too wounded to return to Aphrodis to bring him this grave news.
we are aware of the Felmos
We can only
that he
hope
speaks
the
of.
Narrowpines have not made it to Banathel yet.
We're aware of them. The Felmos is what we found on the Grelkin in the first zone. So that's exciting. There's also a rare spawn in here. Urusan. He has not appeared and he's not hit our scan, so we'll leave him be. But I don't believe he drops anything. Oh, he drops Gnarlparn leggings, which we will need to get before we leave the zone. Very good to note. I'm surprised it doesn't show up on our rare drops. Very interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with when the rares were added. Be curious to know if that plays a factor in their communication to all the things. Like if they were added in a later patch and that's the filter versus, you know, what zones they're attached to. I don't want to mess with it just because all the things is just such a freaking pain in the ass. But we have another way of tracking that we've completed all the rare drops with this process right here. So we'll just keep an eye as we work through everything. There's our spider silk. There's also an herb that dropped over here, some peace bloom. Yeah, so I went from 1.3 million gold. That's just accumulated over the years and all the things to buying a WoW token, multiple WoW tokens, all the way up to getting Midnight, so that we have that expansion. Not like it wasn't even about, I'm going to be honest with you, it wasn't even about the money. It was really because I haven't played retail in so long, I couldn't justify spending $60 on retail, $50, whatever it was. Like, it didn't feel like the right call. I was like, I have so much gold. You know, we ball. Let's go. Alright, here's another one. We're looking for cats. We need one more Nightsaber Fang. There's one right there. And it looks like we have two, actually, so we'll pull them both. And just knock them down. Still no AoE abilities, only level 6. These, like, potions are supposed to be pretty impactful. 10% haste is, I guess, pretty good. I'm not really feeling it, per se, but I'm sure. Let's get the dash in. Dash also has a new little spell effect. The little speed boost thing. Kind of originating from the center of my character's body. It's very, very weird choice there. The old one was just that white line that was a little blocky.
A busy little bee adventurer. I've been waiting for you to bring me what I need. Well done indeed. Who would have ever guessed that I, Zen Foulhoof, would have an adventurer to do my bidding? Certainly not me. But so it goes. This beloved world of ours is full of surprises. 3 cheers for the naive and gullible.
Okay. 3 cheers for the naive and gullible. I don't really like the language there. I was just trying to help you out. I wasn't really doing your bidding. I was just trying to be helpful. But yeah, you see on here what I mean by the food thing? They want me to collect 3 refreshing spring waters for Highland Spirits, Starfire Espresso, and South Island Iced Tea. Now, I don't know about you guys, but off the top of my head, that doesn't seem like a classic recipe.
This is quite disturbing indeed. We've had troubles in the past with the corruption of the Furbolgs, but Such troubles should be long past since the cleansing of Tildrassil. I fear for all our people, if the blessings of the aspects themselves cannot redeem our great tree. Gnarlbane invaders were seen ravaging the Banithal Barrow Den, tucked in the hill to the west. The slumbering adventurers will be trapped in the Emerald Dream for eternity, unaware of their fate unless we help. The delicate hibernation ritual cannot be broken without the relics of Wakening. Journey to the den and retrieve the Ravenclaw Talisman, Black Feather Quill, Sapphire of Sky, and Moon of Nest. The adventurers store them in sacred chests. Return them to me, and I will prepare the awakening ritual.
Got it. So we need to help some boys wake up.
Some of our kind are eager to bring blade and arrow against creatures that were once our friends, but I grow fearful
Fair.
that they are going to set their sights on Delanar soon. The biggest concern to me are the Furbolg in Banethel Hollow and Banethel Barrow dens. I need you to travel to the west. Make your way into the Barrow den.
Yep.
And kill as many of the Gnarlbane as you can.
Okay.
You probably won't have many more chances to limit their strength.
Well, that doesn't seem true, but
Council of the Forest has news that you aided Zen Falvo.
I did.
The satyr is an enemy of the forest. As an adventurer, you should know better than to defile the forest by killing nature's creatures. You must redeem yourself in the eyes of the council.
All right.
If you wish to remain a friend of
So the same stuff. Nothing's changed with this quest line. Oh, ferocious bite with a little chomp. I see that. I get you. Now maybe this rare will spawn while we're out here.
I can only hope that my Emerald Dreamcatcher has been unharmed by the Furbolg. Have you recovered?
Got to get some fell cones to
Emerald Dream
poison our boy.
great importance to me. It is a gift that will be given to few.
There we go.
Returning it, hero. The Emerald. It is missing. My Dreamcatcher has been damaged.
We know.
There is a band of Gnarlbane mystics located to the north of Starlands. I have heard reports that their leader, Ferocitas the Dream Eater, has been wearing a
Dude, what a name! Ferocitas the Dream Eater? Holy! Can you imagine being called that by your friends? Or was he born with that name? No, there's no way he was born with that. Mage Royal? What is Mage Royal doing here? No, if you're born with the name Ferocitas, you have to be badass. There's no way. Although I guess it's fair to say, like, we don't speak Gnarlpine. We don't speak Furbolg, right? Isn't that like a whole quest line to like learn it in the Draenei starting zone? There's Ferocitas, the Dream Eater, right there. Now, the Draenei learn how to speak it using the totems in their starting zone. So maybe we gave him this name, and in that case, that's pretty. It's a pretty sick name to give someone. That's an honor. He's earned it. He must have done something really cool, like eat dreams, for example. Alright. I didn't think you were going to be a Wrath launcher. I really thought you were going to just run up and attack me, so. Okay. You're dead. No, Ferocitas the Dream Eater is a crazy name. So we have enough of this water to do whatever the heck these asks are down here. I just really don't think that that's going to be an option for us, which is very interesting that it would still be on here. It even calls out that we have the water to complete it. I don't know. I'm still figuring out the add-on and like how this is all going to interact. I'm sure we'll learn as we go. Like, is there any other spots for this? No. The mystics really only spawn up here. I'll leave him alive for his... Oh my god, please. Please. Leave me be. Killed all your friends. Oh, this song is for sure referencing Charlie and... or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. World of pure imagination. Yeah, what a banger. Vibes are high. There's another fell cone. This is absolutely essential to get back at the guy who called us his pawn or whatever he said. They had to leave that quest in. That's like such a moment. You're like, kind of calling out the player for picking a night elf and reading through the description of the race of like being druidic and attached to nature, and there's this big tree, and your whole opening quest line is all about like unfortunately having to cleanse the spiders who are, are corrupted, and what a tragedy that is. And then you get out into the world and you're just a player. You're like, oh, exclamation mark, kill something, done, say less, and you do it. And the game's like, how dare you? I thought you were good. Now you're a bad guy. You gotta make up for it. You should know better. And we should know better. I will say, I think there's I don't know what just happened. I don't know why I just got a moon that just signed on me. That was crazy. I will say there should be an option though. Like I think that that quest would have a lot more punch to it if there was an option to like refuse him and maybe get like a debuff or something that then the night elves in town are like, oh, you've encountered a satyr, we're proud of you for not interacting with him, like satyrs can be dangerous, you should go and collect these fell cones so we can cleanse your your curse or whatever, and then you can get back at him, and that way you can actually role play properly.
I knew you would come in handy.
Well, now he's a frog, so I guess I didn't go into that part. The voice acting group didn't want to ribbit. They didn't want to ribbit it up. The AI voice acting didn't want to ribbit. Okay, I already have this. It doesn't update sometimes. Hi. I did actually atone. I'm a stand-up guy. We have to go back to get those Gnarlpine leggings at some point. Mangle. It's a bear form ability. Oh, we got bear form. Whoa, look at the bear form. I just really like how their walking is very weighty. Like, you can see that the bear just, like, slaps the ground with a lot of weight.
I must warn you, adventurer. This matter must stay between us.
No way. It changed my...
embarrassment to us already, and this one is much too close to home. He is called Lord Melanus. He resides
Changed my key bindings.
in the cave of Fellrock to the north, where he has gathered a large group of Grell warriors. His
There we
heart
go.
is black as night, and he plots something most foul.
Oh,
You must find him.
he plots something most foul.
Just to the north of here, and bring me his head.
Okay, deal. Chop his head off. Let's go. That's what we're all about. You don't have to tell me twice. There's a guy in here named Mist that drops some gloves, maybe? He drops Keen Machete. Oh, Keen Machete. He's in here. There he is. Let's go get him. We got the tag. We'll just put this on ourselves because I don't really know what the damage rates on these rares are going to be. It looks like they're pretty easy to kill, to be honest. Just a pouch. Oh, barbaric cloth bracers. I mean, that's something. We don't even have bracers right now, so we're going to be hearing that sound a lot, boys and girls. That is the sound we want to hear. That is the sound of adding something to our collection. We haven't really had the opportunity to do that very much yet, just because we've been going through the quests first. But once we get to the grind part of this journey, we will be ready to rock and roll. We're also dying while I'm scrolling through this, so that's not enjoyable. Beat stick? Do we have beat stick? We do not have beat stick. And it's also equipable because we're a druid, so nice. We also have this cracked sledge down here too. It's not what we're gonna wear, but look at that. Listen to that. That is another item added to the collection. Perfect for us. All right, so we gotta kill. Oh, we gotta kill the Grelkin with this seed. I didn't even realize. Okay, I've been just killing them. Whoops. Well, that's kind of nice of the game to give you this tool. There. Well, we got to get Lord Melianus. I don't think we can get up there without going around, which we will do real quick. So Rare Scan is going to track Thrill Grill. He drops a Keen Machete, which if I had to bet money, I've already gotten the Keen Machete at some point in my career. It probably before all this got combined. I don't know. I need to kill things with this. I need to lock in here. I probably should just put this on my bar, but it's a pain to take things on and off. I'm lazy and the usual. Okay. Pull these together. Get a 2 for 1. These two for the last 2. There we go. Alright, what's up? Okay, we'll mangle you. Then we'll just go right in. Guess mangle doesn't increase the damage of bleeds and stuff. Oh, he turns into a cat, and they updated the model for him. Alright, sick. And he runs away. Well, let's not play games there. Make sure we get everything that's headed our way. And we'll get the free I don't know if this gives experience when we kill them with the roots, but it's quicker than killing them all, and we have plenty of time for XP, so I'm not too concerned about the XP side of things. Woo! Shadow Sprite. Everything on the farming side will be faster when we hit 20. Is 20 flying? I don't actually know what flying is in retail anymore. Quest completed. What other quests do we have around here? It looks like we have this quest that's down at the bottom and we need to explore the zone. So we'll do that too. Maybe we'll loop down south, see if we can get that rare spawn, and then head around the back way. I believe there's a quest to kill something down in that area, though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We'll see. We'll turn these in and see what they offer us. We also can fly to Darn real quick and complete that quest. Actually, we had a blast, so. And there's these chest things here. Oh, a mysterious headgear. Yeah, but they look so ugly. I mean, just what are we doing here? What is this? I like the lighting effects, don't get me wrong, but why do I have a candle? Why do I have a candle in my head, guys? I'm not a kobold. I also haven't done my housing tutorial. That could be fun. I need to get lumber at some point. That could be a fun thing to do. Here, let's do this. Let's keep on track here. Let's do the Darnassus quest. I think that makes sense. Also, criminal they haven't updated the hippogriff model. Because they have an updated hippogriff model, if my memory serves me correctly. Okay, old, updated. Look at it. So why not update our OGs, man? Like, look. Just update them. Also, the hippogriff mounts are sick, and that may be a thing that we want to do for this character. I feel like this character would look good on a hippogriff. Like, long term. Like, look at that thing. It's amazing. I only have 155 mounts, so that's also an embarrassing thing to say out loud, considering how long I've played this fucking game. But, okay, you see what I mean by the cities? When I said at the beginning the capital cities are really not the move. There is so much stuff to do, and they also have the guild thing, which not gonna happen. There's like these award. It's just it's not what we want. So, and I ran right by our boy here with the quest that we need to turn in. I have no interest in interacting with the 100%ing the capital cities, at least for a while. I want to start by going zone by zone. We're gonna spin the wheel once we complete a zone to figure out the next one. Now there is no spinning of the wheel for this first zone, because our only option is Darkshore. The boat, this zone only connects to Darkshore via boat. But from Darkshore, we take a quick gander here. Darkshore has a couple of item areas we can go. We can choose Fellwood. We have Moonglade. There's Blood Mist Isle and Azure Mist Isle, the Draenei Zone. There's Ashenvale Forest. So there's a lot of connection. And I believe one of the boats also goes to Wetlands still. And if that's the case, then Wetlands is technically on the menu, which could be fun to interact with there. A lot of these zones, like I have not seen any of these rares. Like even playing during Cataclysm, I may have quested through the zones from a questing perspective, but I feel like they've added even more stuff from a collectible side. And that's really what we're here to do, is collect shit and have some fun with it. There's pets that I haven't caught. I've never done the pet battle thing, so there's pets I haven't caught. There's a lot of things to do. So now that we're back in Dolinar, key location to be in, we're going to turn in some quests, and I think we want to start housing. We earned that today. Thanks for the LOA error. I want to see what housing is. I don't know anything about it. And get our axe, that I know that is a thing.
Hello again, hero. Have you completed your task? It is only natural that our
Oh, we can cast that in cat form now? That's fun. See, there's the moon again.
selves in a humbled manner that we likely should.
Okay.
Remember to embrace
So housing is H, and this is a whole other collectible thing we've never done. And there's a tutorial. So we're teleporting to Founder's Point here. Looks like a Hearthstone. I also like the stances wider on Night Elves now. They look less spindly when they do this. Okay. Never done this before. Looks like the Shire meets Goldshire. Okay, welcome to the neighborhood. Feel free to explore and have a look at the plots available. Speak to the steward to learn more about the process of becoming a homeowner, or if you wish to create your own neighborhood. Familiarize yourself with the neighborhood and its residents, and then find a place to build a house. Okay. We have our new beat stick here and our shitty gear. Oh, a big portal. Okay. First of all, what a zone. Look at this. There's a flight master. Hey! We love the Niffin. Alright. So there's a flight master.
what would you like?
This zone, by the way, whatever happens in the challenge, this zone, just love this just in case. This zone will not have any grounding on our ability to like 100% anything. Like we're not going to use it as a jumping off point for other areas or anything. I don't even know if this zone is connected to anything. Like where is it located on the map? Holy moly, guys. This thing's huge. Where's it located, like, on the map? It's an island. Is it, like, on the map anywhere? Doesn't look like it. It's just its own thing. Okay, so this is... There's cows? Holy shit, guys. This is so cool. Let's just vibe out here. Are there other players, like, in this area? Like, do they have their houses, too? How do I buy a house? Is this, like, is this a free market? Or do we have to send gold over to this character to, like... Okay, so there are other characters here. There's a quest down that we have to greet the steward. There's another quest here. The Last Architect. What a model. Hello, my friend, and how might I serve you on this fine day? If it's design advice you seek, I should tell you that it's been some time since I've done such in a professional capacity. In the autumn of my years, I see myself as more of a connoisseur than a practitioner. However, in this regard, I am most interested in seeing what you can do with the home. Okay, well,
Ready for today's challenge? I've hidden a piece from my collection
oh,
here in the
now he's
neighborhood.
talking.
To find it, you must merely solve this simple riddle. No leaves, yet it blooms. Still, limbs cradle gentle glows. Wait where violet grows. Good luck.
Okay, so there's a treasure hunt we have to complete. There's also the steward here.
A prospective
Oh, her gear's sick.
welcome to the neighborhood.
I'd like to have a look around.
But I do enjoy a good stroll about town.
Okay.
See what plots are available. And if you have any
Can you show me?
questions or find your options are too limited, please speak with me.
Okay.
A new day starts here. Make your voice
She didn't really say anything. Oh, she's with me. Okay, I didn't realize that. So she wants me to explore the neighborhood. I don't have a mount yet. We're gonna have to run it. We're gonna have to hoof this. We should probably cat form just for speed's sake here. So I still don't really fully understand the concept here. It looks like there's some plots of land out here. Explore the neighborhood and acquire a house. It would be fun if we had a neighborhood, a little community neighborhood here. These cows look great. They're brand new models, clearly. Or at least new to me. I ain't never seen anything like it before. Okay, this is a house that we're capable of acquiring. But, like, how do I know which is the... Oh, my God, look at these boar models. They look great. Okay. Let's do our thing. Let's focus on the quests here. Come on. I'm running around like an idiot right now. Just gotta focus up. We'll pick a plot later. If that's as simple as it is, but okay. Wait, I really like this area out here, more closer to the coast with like, these windmills and stuff. This zone is huge. Farms? Okay.
though the crops come and go with the season, these fields, orchards, and arbors have been
Look at the horse. He's got sick hair. All right. Okay, but what's down here though? That's the real question. Like this one's down by the coast. Do we want like a mountain house? Do we want a farm? Like what's the vibe, guys? I think that's part of the challenge is like figuring out where you want to live. Can you change it later? I should have gotten to level 10 first so I have my mount. I do have the chauffeur's shopper, but I feel like he's not very fast, and I honestly can't stand riding in that thing. I feel like an idiot just like tucked up in the little side pod. Is that a beaver? It's a raccoon. Never seen that. Ew, his eyes are freaky. Alright, we'll love him and call it a day. This is the neighborhood watch. I don't know how scary they are. They're pretty small. Do the Alliance and Horde have different towns? This is Lo-Fi Hunter. I don't know who that is. It would be pretty cool to have like a community neighborhood though. Or to join a community neighborhood and like a guild neighborhood would be so sick. Like what have they done? Blizzard, what have you done? Is that a duck? First of all, tragedy that ducks weren't in World of Warcraft sooner. They were added in Dragonflight. That's a fun fact. Cecil! So the harbor? We can live at the harbor. Well, no, we can't live at the harbor. Okay, this guy's got some things. I don't like that guy talking. It was freaking me out. Okay. We're back on the route again. We can't live at the harbor, but we can fly around this zone.
Lord Admiral's fate, friend.
Okay, so we can fly around this zone, and we want to make sure we know that because crabs. Okay. We want to be able to fly around the zone quickly. We don't have travel form, so oh my god, you are shitting me. Look at this turtle, guys. He's massive. There's an eel. That model is clean, but this turtle is huge. Stop turning. I'm trying to admire you. There he goes. Look at him, big-eyed beast. There's eels in here. There's rays. I mean, this zone is just pure vibes. Holy shit. Are we housing people? I never really thought I wanted housing in WoW. Or, I shouldn't say wanted. I never really thought I'd care much for it. There's a WoW otter. Always a sweet little creature. There's also otter... There's also otter mounts, right? Whoa. There's an otter. He's a ghost otter. Otto the otter. This doesn't look healthy. It's like a fell pool. Why do we have fell pools in our neighborhood, guys? Whoa! Oh, this guy put it here! He's just a Dark Portal dad. Okay. Alright, we're getting close to the next part, so you guys don't have to get so annoyed by me just popping off here every now and then. Some dumb shit. Look at the mushrooms on the walls here. I guess you can put your house anywhere, even if someone already has it. I wonder how they determine whose neighborhood you're in. And like, is my house shared across my characters, or is my house exclusive to my character? We've got another. So we visit the lighthouse. Okay, this is badass. I could see myself living near the lighthouse for sure. But I'm in life, like in real life, I'm a mountain guy. I love the mountains and like lakes. I'm not really like a coast guy, like beach and shit. So if you had to have me put some money on it, I would bet you that my interests lie in living up near the mountain, which there is one if you look. So keep an eye out for that as we get closer and closer to now that house. How do I get my house to look like that? The big giant wind or water wheel, and look at the smoke coming out of the chimney. Like, the vibes in here are impeccable. You're telling me that there's not a horde house? This is all Alliance vibes to me. There's got to be a horde house. I'm not saying whore house. I'm saying horde house, by the way. This zone reminds me of the Witchwood area. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a vibe. Like Darkshore, witches, Kulturan shamans. Best shamans, by the way. Kulturans are the best shamans. Tide sages and stuff, that's the energy we want. There's owls. So this area is, I will say, kind of a vibe, and but it's so tough because the other areas are so pretty. But like, look at the architecture in here, like graveyards and
The island's burial roll has been meticulously kept.
yeah.
Over 50
That's what I'm saying. Cemeteries.
It's a fascinating read.
No, this is sick. We gotta. First of all, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We gotta get all the flight paths, and then we'll make a decision on our house, and we'll go back. Okay. This next area, though, what is up there? Whatever's up here, Stonevale Ridge, whatever's up here could be game-changing. So let's keep an eye out for that. I'm really digging whoever did the design on all this really put the work in. This is an absolutely beautiful zone. Megwyn's house. Thing is, if it is character specific and not like Warbound specific, then I want to think through like where I'm living for this character and what their lore is. I'm not a huge RP guy, but I kind of like having my character. I'm playing a role playing game. Like I'm kind of want my character to have a little bit of vibes to him, you know. So this is up in the mountains. Again, mountain guy for sure. Vibes impeccable up here. Stony cliffs, waterfalls, rivers. Are we gonna see like some moose or something up here? Maybe some goats, like some mountain goats. There's the flight
It
path
has
right
been
here.
some time. Have you not found anything to your liking?
All right,
Speak with me.
Lizabelle, shut up. I'm exploring right now.
Ireland's earliest register mentions an amnesiac dwarf found in the surf. Though his true identity
Like what?
is lost to us,
What's a public
the
carriage?
bridge he built
Do we ride in it?
his legacy.
Oh, we can ride in the carriage. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have any interest in doing that. Um, so the houses kind of stop up here. We should fly back down to Small Airy. I do like it up here, but I will say there's something to be said for like how remote it is, and I also don't like that. So, we're making tough choices here, guys. This is really challenging. We're not gonna kill ducks. I promise you, we don't kill ducks here.
You are welcome here.
And I didn't get the flight path in the middle of town. That's just crazy to me. I don't have enough money. Holy, I never even thought that that was a problem for me. Okay. I guess we're hoofing it again. Lots of hoofing it today. This is kind of like the most boring part. Is watching someone else explore to sleepy music. But I will say, no slander allowed because this zone is stunning. Okay, so there's the sheep. Let's do a reflection as we run back home here. We've got close to the lighthouse, which was kind of cool, honestly. We've got that more of like the beach, Outer Banksy area as described by this thing right here. We've got the cemetery, which was really cool. Or up closer to the ridge. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I kind of dig the lighthouse area a lot. But the cemetery was so cool. I feel like that's more of like a rogues thing, you know? I feel like the lighthouse... The lighthouse comes with good vibes. But the Outer Banks near the beach... Yeah, like I like the ridge, but I just don't think the ridge was like different enough from just like a generic zone to really to get me going there. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so she'll probably say something here.
Locals have dubbed this hill
The Airy.
Small Airy.
Oh, the griffins are up here.
Griffins naturally
Okay.
tend to roost here.
Yeah, I like the I like the area. Guy hauls incense. So I talked to you, and what are my options?
Welcome. We're in it.
Okay, so we got the flight points.
Come as you are.
Open house finder. Weary Light Enclave. Emerald Gloom Point. Great Flag Refuge and Pale Sands Banks. So what is the difference here? These must be what's available in each of these. And they're 1,000 gold, which we need to resolve that problem
Us strong.
real quick. I also don't know how I'm going to access that gold now that I think about it. I don't have a post office around here, a mailbox. Who's got 1,000 gold? We just sold a lot of our gold, so okay. Hmm. Okay. So let's send this message to. Why doesn't he show up on here? Okay. And let's just send him. Let's send him the 5K to manage his house purchase because we want a home. That's what we want. We want a home. Everyone deserves a home, right? I just cleared out a lot of these characters of money. That's why that was a whole ordeal that it really didn't need to be. We got to figure out how we're going to get this mail. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't really think through that problem solving, but there has to be a mailbox associated somewhere in the town. And I think from there we'll be able to discover our choices. So let's take a look here.
I do enjoy a good stroll about town.
Okay.
See what plots are available.
First of all, let's find a
And
mailbox.
if you have any questions or find your options are too limited, please speak with me.
There's got to be a post office around here. Is the bulletin board in the center of town? You sell toys? There's a dog. Whoa, that's like a new dog model. Dude, that dog is cute as shit. Okay. Please tell me there is a post office box around here. I think I probably should have just sent the gold to another character and then warband banked it. That was probably the move that I missed, but there's got to be a post office somewhere around here, right? Oh, now we got to think through the actual plot that we want to inhabit. Which, very important that we do that. The other thing we haven't thought about is the treasure. So, I've hidden a piece of your collection in the neighborhood. To find it, you must merely sell the litter. No leaves yet, it blooms. Still limbs cradle, gentle glows. Wade where violet grows. Well, that doesn't help me do anything, to be honest with you guys. I don't even have any idea where I would start there. Please have a post office? Any mailbox?
Didn't see you there, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Always begin with intention. Treasure the
Okay, this is a die crafter. It's a decor vendor. But there's no mailbox, though. You know? It's our neighborhood roster.
Hey there.
Produce vendor. Pet the dog. Okay, that's cute. Okay, so it sounds like we're gonna have to. Can we teleport back to here at any point? Because I think we're gonna have to go to Dolinar, get the mail, and come back and select our home. It's the only way we're gonna be able to do this. Bastards. Okay. Mailbox of plenty right here. Okay. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Could have given it a cool teleport spell effect, but I suppose that wasn't in the cards, huh?
I do enjoy a good stroll about town.
I do too.
See what plots are
Now we've got
available.
our money. Now let's take a...
And if you have any questions or find your options are too limited, please speak with me.
What's a charter neighborhood? Oh, okay. So other people have to sign up. Struggling to find the perfect plot, so you can always use the house finder. You may want to ideal properties available at other listings. Okay, so I think our best bet is... Well, I don't know what this air jet does, but that's kind of sick. Is it going to launch me into the air? It is! How fun! Okay. That's cool that it does that. I think we're going to go check out the plots of land near the shore that we talked about before. Although being near the town center is kind of clutch. This is a pretty big zone. But when we get a mount, it won't feel as big, I think. That's the hope. I think we should hope for that. Okay, let's check out the beach. Let's go to the beach. Beach, let's all get away. Okay. So we like the lighthouse vibes. There's some spots down here. There's one right near the flight path that could be a pretty good vibe. I don't know what these puddles of ink are. Do you? Does anyone know what the puddles of ink are? Nothing happens when we step through them, so... Yeah, I think we go towards the lighthouse. See what's going on here at the lighthouse. Get around this zone quicker using these vents. Much appreciated. It's I like the fall vibes that we have going on near the lighthouse. I'm really a big fan of this area. Okay, this is the plot I was thinking of. 30 at the banks here. Right near a farm. Like, I think this is the vibe right here. I think this is our spot. We're in view of the lighthouse. We're not too close. Let's put her in here. It says 0? Now, how come that's for sale, like, at that cost? I thought she told me that it was going to cost me a bunch of... I thought she told me it was going to cost me a lot more money than that. You know? I'm very confused. I think this is the one we want, right? Take a look at the bigger map. Yeah, that's the one we want at Old Seaport.
Make your voice heard.
Let's lock her in here.
As you are. What differs makes us strong. What will tomorrow bring?
Oh.
A new day starts here. We're in this
So we're visiting this house now from these options. I don't really know why I'm going with Old Seaport. It just sounds cool. Okay, so this is the exact plot that we
all
liked.
about town. Let's see what plots are available. And if you
Okay,
have any
we bought it.
questions or find your options are too limited,
There it is. There's our house, guys. First house. You'd love to see it.
this plot is a fine choice.
Thanks.
I look forward to it appears someone has already purchased this plot. But there may be some recourse if you wish to speak with me on it.
Okay. Look at this, guys. Plenty of cool things to walk through there. I don't want to edit my house. I want to open the door. Oh! It's instance. Yeah, show me.
This house is what I believe they call a fix-upper. But you can gather and store away any of this clutter that you wish.
Okay. We can remove decor. Can we remove?
Your house is starting to look like a home. The items you remove will still be available in your house chest if you change your mind.
Okay.
A place for
The
everything
house is
and
looking
everything
much more
in its
orderly.
place.
You're
Now
fortunate.
that we've got
None
this
of that
place
clutter
tidied
was
up, let's
load-bearing.
decorate. The community has chipped in with donations to make sure you have plenty of
It's
options
time
to
to
work with.
decorate.
Let's have a look.
I look forward to seeing what you do with the place.
Wait, what?
Your house chest is brimming with possibilities. Pull out whatever sparks joy.
Ah.
It's a perfect spot.
I see what we're doing here. The elven chandelier. Do I like it? Absolutely fucking not. Alright, but we can move our iron wrought chandelier to the center of the room to give it some more vibes. The Caribor... That's not going inside my house. But there's these cool little wall decorations maybe we can utilize.
Walls and ceiling are your palette. Place what you want where you want it.
This is just a little scroll that you can put down, which I don't necessarily love. Okay. Nessingwary's big old head. What is why is it colliding with things? Ah, I see. Okay. Well, where do we want to put this big head? Because it is kind of sick. But I don't want it like dangling off of anything. I also don't love that. Anyway, it's not the big of a deal. If I'm just kind of mess around with a few things in here, and then we'll the sprocket table. That's good. Good little craft. What happened to the what happened to the fireplace? Because that was really nice that that existed, and they just took it away from us. One thing about me, I love an Eric Cohen. Shadow Forged stone. That's ugly. There was a fireplace. What happened to the fireplace? There it is. Okay. We got a sturdy fireplace. We also have a tusked. Oh! But that doesn't really sit flush with the wall. This one's kind of cool. But again, I don't like that they're not up against the wall here. Like this one's awesome because it goes right up against the wall. It's also not centered on the wall, so that's a problem unto itself. I did it wrong again. God dang it. You really gotta like... Can you get out of the way? The edit thing? It's not centered. Oh my god. Please snap. Snap to the grid. It's got to be centered, right? Oh my god. All right, it doesn't matter. It's really not that serious. We're not doing it. Okay, we decorated a little.
It is
It looks
looking
like
more
you've got
like
the
a
hang of
home
decorating.
already. And
I
while
can't
I
wait
could
to see
spend
what more
millennia
you can
teaching
do
you
given
everything
time.
I know, I believe
So this is our little spot here.
never stop designing, never stop creating.
There are a number of vendors in the town center.
And we can view information about our house here.
You should stop by and introduce yourself.
You can level up your house. You have housing levels. Interesting. You can teleport to your plot. Okay. There's just a lot of stuff in this system that we just haven't really explored yet. So, okay, but we know where our plot is. We know what the perks of our plot are. We're really close to the lighthouse. We've got this nice farm out back. Our neighbors are super cool. Like, I'm sure they've got something. They can't have like a body in their basement, right? Oh no, they're just storage people. Love that. Just friendly. I'm sure they have a cool name like the Millers or something. But the other advantage of our house is that we're super close to the flight master. So while we're here, we can fly around and fly quickly to the other areas of the island on the new Griffin model. Okay. Now that we're completed with this thing here, we're going to take ourselves back to the grind for another 30 minutes and see how far we can get. So let's see what we have. Another long run to the town center. That guy's got a cool house. It's all purple and tall. People are going to go hard with this system. You can't tell me that this isn't going to be a problem for some people. I don't know how I didn't get poofed into the other. Oh, there it is. Just lag. Sam Jackson. I didn't know he played this game. That's crazy. Alright, come on. We need dash, please. We're moving so slow. Never met it slower. Can't even clear cobwebs until I'm level 25? What are we doing here? Okay.
Open for business. You wish to buy? Trade? You wouldn't want to see me when I'm angry.
Everything has a price. May I be of service?
Okay, they sell a lot of things up here. They have a lot of things up here. Lots of quests related to this. Oh, the lumberjack. That's why we even came out here.
How are you?
So we learned the ability find lumber, but do we have an axe to strike the lumber down with? That is the question, because I'm sure we'll find lumber in our journey.
If you want to procure more exotic furnishings, you should speak with the last architect. They have connections far and wide.
Okay.
Looking for something specific?
This is a cute little town, honestly. Like, this is such a cute... Look at the electricity that they have going on here. We can clean up the oil spill. Oh, it makes you slippery. I'm more neighborly now that I've cleaned this thing up. I wonder what that does. Okay. What is an endeavor? Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. An endeavor? Like, is this like powering things?
Wonder no more.
We also have some smugglers who are selling items from the horde. I promise to look the other way if you visit them.
The smugglers? Down by the bay? Okay, we can go visit them. I'm telling you, the Horde have a different town. There's no way. This is so alliance coded. And I bet you the Horde one is super cool too. Like, is it like Silver Moon themed or is it like Orc? Can you make yours troll? I mean, the Horde. I will say the Alliance. Love the aesthetic, guys. You put in a lot of work. The dwarves and the gnomes and the, but outside of like the night elves and the cool Turan, which are still kind of in the same, general vibe. Like a lot of your shit's pretty similar. Now the Worgen, love the Worgen. Everything about the Worgen, but we don't really lean into that as a people, as a unified group of, as a faction. We just don't lean into the Gilnean aesthetic. We don't even have a city for them. Thanks, Blizzard. So, in my opinion, it's hard to claim them as part of the norm here. Oh my god, look at this house, guys. Did I choose the wrong plot of land? Oh, permission denied. Okay. Well, I thought we were neighbors. I just want to see what the inside of your house looks like. Your house looks sick. But let's be honest, guys. Like, oh, there's a thoughtful plot here, and the smugglers are right here. We'd be so close to the smugglers. It would also be a pain in the ass to get to our house and get back to the main town. So, probably not worth it. Oh shit. I deserve that for fucking around. So, the Horde, though, all of them are so different. Like, Tauren, nothing like Troll. Troll overlaps a little with Orc, but really not really. Like, Tribal Troll, and like, very different. And this guy smuggles. Yeah, and then they've got the hide covered shit. Although this is like generic Horde stuff that we don't really like. Like we accept it, but like this is Orc. Ultimately, this is just Orc. It's just Orc. That doesn't really get me going. But the Blood Elves though. Oh, I didn't mean to attack this crab. Guess he's gonna get his shit rocked. We have to buy a Seth Rollis priest's pillow? How do we Okay, that's not possible. There it is.
I have one final matter I'd like to discuss regarding...
What do you want to talk about, lady? I'm so tired of you.
I have just the thing for you.
Okay, these are very Horde. Whoa, Wind Rider's Roost? Okay, that is kind of sick, though. I'm not going to lie. So, you want me to go back to the town? Bro. The time to run there is insane. Just help a kid out. Give me a teleport back. It waits like another 15 minutes running back. I gotta hit this the right angle, because if I hit it the wrong angle, I'm gonna be sent flying. I'm telling you, this plot could be the move. We still have the lighthouse in view, but I really like where I'm at, though. There's a person in there. Oh. They're just chickens. Why are there electric chickens out here? I don't like it. Kind of ruins the vibe. Because this guy put in work into his house, and I respect that. I'm really just praying for Dash to be off cooldown, even though I know it's not. Like, my fingers are just craving Dash to be done. I don't even have travel form yet. I came here too early, guys. I'm sorry. I really showed up too soon. But that's okay. We're making it work. Please hit the other one. Ah, damn. Okay, this is the Flight Master who will finally take us back where we need to go. I'm curious what the Horde Zone looks like, and I may take a look at that, but the answer is not today. If you were curious. If you're going to ask that question, I would answer it not today. I mean, look at these trees. You see these trees, man? You see this water? Look around, bro. Look at life. Some of these songs, I wish they're just more upbeat. I wanted some bangers in here. Oh, so there is a postmaster. He just doesn't let me open my mail. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We've got invasive weeds we can't even pick because we're not high enough levels since everything's be level 25 in here. Alright, feathering the nest.
Make your voice
It looks like your house is ready for an upgrade. This doesn't normally happen so fast.
Okay, head over to the general... What, is this a Tom Nook situation? Am I about to get bamboozled?
Our general contract
I
with
dare
your
say
next
you
steps.
won't find a better craftsman on the island. Down the road, you may have need of Jorvan again.
Okay, well,
Return
Jorvan,
whenever you are ready to
please don't put
expand.
me in debt, brother. Oh my god, these dogs are so cute, guys. Just look at them. Okay.
Did the renovation go
I
well?
look forward
I hope
to seeing
Okay, I
you
collected
again.
Founder's Point.
No matter what,
Oh, there's Razorwind Shores! Oh.
back to us.
Next ready for an upgrade. Oh, and a letter arrived for you while you were away.
Okay, there is a place. It's called Razorwind Shores. It's for the Horde. Alright. Can I go home now? Can I, like, talk to her and go home? I'm done. I'm done with this area. I don't want to come back for a while. I think it's super cool. I had a lot of fun. Everyone watching, and by that I mean there's no one watching. Shit. I can't. I gotta go somewhere. To everyone, anyone out there, please do not go to your neighborhood before you hit level 25 or 30 or whatever level you get flying at. The zone is big. You don't have a mount to travel faster. These little things, they do help a little bit, but they don't really help a lot. If you want to explore around and like engage with the content, you will spend 45 minutes walking. And as much as I enjoy classic WoW, if I want to go run 45 minutes, I will trek myself from Thousand Needles to Menethil Harbor or something like that. Not walking around Founder's Point. So, lesson learned. Too low level for this. Now the real question is, when I go through this portal, am I going to go to Stormwind? No. Oh my god. There's got to be a way to get you home. That is not, that's not this. I've never actually done Warband Bank, so I'm going to do that while we're just standing here. Okay, it's 1,000 gold. $25,000 gold to upgrade? Holy boys. Alright, do we have any materials that we want to give to our other... we have a few, actually. This is a crafting reagent? I think the housing dye is probably important to put in here because we're not going to utilize it. I also believe there's something that can be done with this long term that we'll want to take advantage of. What that is, I couldn't tell you. Inky Black is a sellable item that we might want to use later. Okay, I think everything else in here is just things we're going to need for this character. I do want to put like our food, I like light feather, like some of these crafting reagents towards the back. Linen cloth, definitely going to go to our tailor. so that we can use them properly. Okay, there's that. Let's also check out some sets. Because we got to figure out what we want to wear. This is the new Void Spire Druid set, which actually looks really good. I like this helm. I normally don't like helms that much, but I like how it's very dark. I don't love the coloring on the Mythic set. The Heroic one is beautiful. Raid Finder looks eh. They should have gone with a more autumn approach. Ooh. Corrupted? That looks really good. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen any of these sets before. I have no idea what these sets look like. Tangled Raiment. These looks more like a weird nature shaman-y thing. Voidbringer's attire. Wow, that looks clean. It looks excuse me. It looks very Silver Moon, but okay, I did buy this when it came out just because I thought it looked cool. This is Manaforge Omega. This is the current raid, right? That's the set they chose for druids? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't like that. This is awesome. The ethereal look? Hold on, let's look at the other Manaforged Omega leather classes here. Let's look at Demon Hunter. Okay, that actually is kind of sick. It does look like more like a druid than the others. Oh my god. Alright, that's a little too busy. There's gotta be a green set. Right? The fire looks cool. I like the gloves. I think the gloves and the feet are cool. Interesting concept. Okay, what about Monk? Dude, Monk gets the worst fucking sets. Thank God the new set looks so good. This looks cool with the extra spell effects, but that, not so much. How close are we on this Hearthstone so we can go back and actually do what we want to do here? Okay, last leather class. We're Rogue. Every time, dude. Every freaking time. That's all you gotta do. This is not it. Shoulders are way too small. It's not it. But like, that looks clean. Honestly, the normal mode might be the best one. What about the new set? Ew. Not in a good ew. Like, what are we doing, ew? Ooh, okay, that's better. Still ew, though. I like that the blood's dripping off this, these shoulders here. No, that is disgusting. That is embarrassing. Why are they doing this to us? Now this set is insanity. Dread Pirate, you can't even get me out of that. So that's what we have to look forward to as leatherwares, since this warband is all leather. But the new Monk Voidspire set is top notch. Everything about this set is Monk. Everything about this set is sick. Look at the Mythic version. Look at the Heroic version. They're all good colors. That's not good, but everything else is good. You really can't go wrong. I don't normally like helms, but that helm is great. God, they did such a bad job with that. This is the Goku set, isn't it? I can't stand that helm. The rest of the set looks good though, but the helm is disgusting. Yeah, there's the Goku hair. They did put in some work on some of these leathers. That looks amazing. This is the 20th anniversary sets. I didn't actually get these. I didn't even play. Wow. They look really good too. That's a shame. Look at the Bloodfang set, guys. Oh my god. It's never coming back, huh? Just missed it. Never gonna get it. Ew. Why do they do this, though? Why do they put so much shit on these sets? They just... Look at this. Look at this. Look at this rogue set. It's got detail. It's got design. It's intricate. It's clearly thoughtfully updated from its origin, right? But it's not too much. And then you look at the Demon Hunter set. What are we doing? There's like 17 different colors going on here. There's like straps and bands and bullshit. Nothing about this looks like tier 2 at all. Whatever. We're back. We're going back. We've got ourselves about 25 minutes here of grinding. Okay, let's do this 25 minutes of grinding. We've got, we're going to abandon this because I frankly don't want it on my quest log. We've got gnarl pines to kill. We wanted to inspect the southern area for this like glowing fruit quest, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a trip around the lake here towards the quest marker and hopefully find these rares to kill and get a drop from. I don't know what the drop could be because there's not a need on there, but there's also Black Moss the Fetid, and we need to get his quest item. So this guy used to give a quest, but he's not currently giving a quest. Timberling Seeds. These guys also allow for herbalism. Didn't know that. Broken Vine. Good work. Good loot there. Okay. Can we even get out of this? Yeah, we can. Oh. I love the new spider model. But it is kind of jarring to have this spider model in this zone, and then you look at the Night Stalker, and I mean, just look at him comparison. It's like, come on, guys. What are we doing here? Everything else is great, though. I'm really enjoying this little adventure we're going on here. Some Peace Bloom. Get experience for this, so it improves our standing on that end. We're looking for Dusk Stalker. I can't imagine a lot of people are down here killing this rare. So if he is around, I've never caught this owl before. Oh, he killed it. God dang it. So that's my other concern. There are no pets on here, and I'm wondering if that is a result of Mists of Pandaria being the expansion that facilitated that process. So let's do a quick test, because if that's the case, then we're going to miss out on battle pets in every zone, and we're really not going to be doing what we're doing here. Yeah, pet battles. But like, why is Kara saying wilds on here? Do you guys see what I mean by this just being so screwy? There's a pet trainer that offers some stuff here, apparently. But then there's the... Alright, it's probably safe to assume that we need to expansion filter these two expansions in here as well. Yeah, because there's achievements from Lich King. I saw a fawn back there. I'm gonna go actually love that fawn. Where did the fawn go? There he is. I'm not an idiot. I got you, buddy. Okay, fawn's done. There's deer and there's also toads that we could potentially get in here. But very important that we're doing. I mean, like that's the kind of stuff I want to complete. I don't want to complete the weird, dumb shit that is 14 expansions in the future. I don't know what this Karasang Wilds thing is. Like, I'm gonna ignore that. But I want to do the quests that, or like the challenges and the little findings that make sense for where we are in the game. But I don't want to do the weird stuff. And I don't think that's too much to ask of a guy. So like while all of the things is helpful and tracking a lot of this, I don't feel like it's very indicative of like what zone completion looks like. Like to me, what greens can drop. Like what green items can drop from the loot tables of the mobs in this zone could be helpful. Yeah, I don't know. I've also got collection log, which will help us with dungeon finds. I think it's really cool that it tracks all this. So like when we get over to like dead mines, for example, if it wants to do it. It will show us everything in here and like what we need to get. So,
Hero, you look like you have something to tell me.
thank you. Are you going to do something with the fruit I just gave you?
You found this on Teldrassil. Intriguing. This fruit is exotic. Perhaps its seeds were brought here from far off.
I hope.
Perhaps even as far as Azeroth. And there is something about this fruit. It seems to have reacted very strangely.
Oh!
Teldrassil. Thank you, adventurer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must study this further.
Give him a little dot action here and get right back to it. There it is. Okay, the bogling. You just want to study things. You don't want to. Okay. All right, done. He just wants to study things. He doesn't want us to give us a follow-up quest. That's fine. We need to kill Black Moss the Fetid. I'm hoping Black Moss the Fetid is up and moving over here, but if Pago may have taken him from us, which would be a shame. Or Bladebender. Johnny Bladebender over there. Once we get flying, everything is going to speed up so much. But that's part of the journey. Timberling Bark Ripper. He may drop something for quests. Yeah, also, Karasang Wilds is like so far away from now. It's very weird to me. It's also strange that Mage Royal spawns. Because it's normally a much higher level herb than these zones, so very interesting that it's here now. Clearly our boy Black Moss the Fetid is not around here. Unless I'm out of pocket. But I don't remember this little cave ever being a thing. Maybe it has always been a thing. I have leveled through here. I mean, I just leveled through here in Classic, and I don't remember it being here. This could easily be new. We are going to die. Like, we're dead. That was a close call. We may still die, to be honest. We should probably just hot them up, and then we can heal again. And then we can go for the kill. Peak gaming there. See, there we go. Look, we got some items. We've not collected the sword before. We have gotten the axe. Some of those items that we've already collected that we get again are going to be worth it to us to sell off, like long term. So Okay, so Black Moss is not around, which means we're gonna curl up and do these Relics of Awakenings and try to come back for him later. We're almost level 10, which should give us a mount, the ability to mount, which will make some of this running back and forth stuff quicker. I believe level 30 is flying, but someone could correct me if that is the case, and if that's not the case, and that I'm just missing something. Big upgrades. What else we got? Exposed fish. Oh, it's just to kick it? Okay. Alright, that's annoying. Alright. Get up the hill. Travel form would be nice, which also travel form may be at level 10 too. I don't know the levels. We also start getting our talents, which will be fun. I have not seen the new talents for most of the classes. I've seen the talent trees when they were reworked. But if anything was changed since the rework, I've also never, I can't say never because I did level a little bit in the War Within, just briefly to level 77. I don't really remember it very well, to be honest. I've never seen the hero class, combo class, fun class, whatever they're called, things. So I'm excited to see. I know those are obviously later in the leveling grind, but as we go through this process and find new and different things to do, I'm excited to see what that looks like from a player perspective. So really, really looking forward to the journey just across the board and how we can interact with the different systems of the game. If only all the things was just a little bit better for what we're trying to accomplish with this challenge. I'm not talented enough to create an add-on that would be able to do such a thing, but I think feeling like you've completed a zone all the way through is a really satisfying thing to do, and not Blizzard not really having a really good internal system for tracking that is kind of a miss on their part, in my opinion. Like, I know when I complete all the quests in the zone, there's a system for that. There's a system for tracking like my mounts and my pets, and that they're associated with the zone, but not to track that I've gotten them all in a specific zone. That's very strange. This rabbit may be on our little list, so I'm just going to love it real quick. We got to kill a lot of these guys. So we're just going to try to do that. Bear form has nothing yet on terms of skills. Also, we don't do a lot of damage. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is pretty weak. I'm used to being able to, like, pull a bunch of mobs and retail at low levels with, like, heirlooms and stuff and just decimating them. I'm electing not to use heirlooms. Not really for any, like, moral reason or anything like that. Just because I think it makes sense. The cake is the one that I ran into last time. Is cake on here? No, thank God. Cake was a problem for me last time because it kept making me it kept asking me to make birthday cake. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't have birthday cake. I think the play here, as much as I think it'd be cool to go balance, I think the play is feral. Faster movement speed. Look at this spread here. Rip, Rake, and Thrash. Should we get Rip here? Is there any speed increase? Items? No. Okay, we'll just take the extra damage to kill things faster. And we'll go from there. What is this Tiger's Fury? Yeah. Primal Wrath will give us an AoE. Okay, Unseen Predator. Okay. Now maybe that'll help with some of our... We do get a lot less mana as a result of this, but maybe we'll do more damage now. I did have this problem on my monk where I like felt like I was hitting like a limp noodle for a while, and then like I got to level 10 and was able to get like some of my passives and stuff fixed, and like our damage went through the roof. So that may be the case here. There is an owl over there, which we do need to collect, and he's moving 100 miles an hour. Okay. Can we do anything to reduce the damage that we dealt? Because last time we kind of one-tapped it. Alright, perfect. This is good. This is good. I know nothing about these battles, by the way. I'm really just winging in here. Okay, we can do this. Perfect. And we should be able to capture it now. So, let's see. Yep. Big win. Perfect. Just a little thing. We've never gotten that before, so it's just a new thing to add to the collection. And again, I'm gonna say it 100 times as we go through it, but like this is the first session of this, and like that's a small win. That I had to freaking force the game to track for me. That was possible. So, if that's the win of the day right there, we got the pet and we got through the quests, like, we'll take it. We still have the rares. We have only found the one rare. Didn't drop anything for us. We have the Gnarlpine leggings that we still need to get. That is going to be an adventure. But now we've got the Crested Owl, so every time we see one, we mouse over it, it'll say we've got it, which is cool. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with crafting. So part of my thought process is like to 100% the crafting. But I also want to be cognizant of the fact that like some of the challenge with crafting is going to be like running old raids or dungeons for recipes that may not drop very frequently. And also some of the challenge with 100%ing zone will be, you know, like Oldemon, for example. Like there's some really rare drops in there that I am going to have to contend with, and it's also not going to be fun for me to grind 400 hours of Uldaman. So when we get there, we'll get there, but I think we're going to treat dungeons and raids kind of like their own separate thing that we're also going to try to do and complete, but understanding that they're going to have their own little metrics attached to them, and that grind is going to be a little bit separate from the zone-to-zone gameplay. Because by the end of this, we're going to have the Explorer. We're going to have the Quest Challenge done. We're going to have a lot of really cool mounts, a lot of cool pets. Just like a lot of things like that that are all fun, and that also could, in theory, include these drops from these zones. So, okay. So we've got to get the Gnarlpine.
Sleeping adventurer's spirit from the physical body. The Furbolg have animated my physical form and are using it to attack anyone that attempts to.
We got to help this guy. Oben.
I am now trapped in the Emerald Green. Powerless to stop this. You must.
Yo, these Gnarlpines are actually kind of strong, though. Like, the fact that they're doing this to all these druids is kind of freaky.
Please, hero. Bring one.
So I gotta get the Shaman Voodoo Charm, and I also need to get the... I have done this dungeon plenty of times. Oh, Green Paw, I don't know what you're for, but you're dead. I've done this dungeon layout many a time. I get lost in it still every time. I have no sense of, like, navigation while I'm inside these dungeons. This dungeon shape. Whatever you want to call it. I should probably send the 5k gold to another character just so I can kind of track how much gold we've gotten through this process on this character. But we will do that eventually. Not right now. Maybe at the end of this stream. We're going to complete these quests and then call it a night. Okay, we got the Sapphire of the Sky. Now we need to go up this ramp. There's no ramp for it. It's just, it's from another area. Like, what are we doing? Oh, it's right here. I'm an idiot. It's up there. Hmm? Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Goodbye. We do kill a lot faster now that we have gotten our talents, so that's really nice to see. Because if it was going to last much longer at that pace, we were going to be in a rough shape. We can't jump down from here? It's not a thing? Oh, yeah, we can. Nice. We got bark skin. Did we get any other new spells that I just, like, I haven't paid attention to because of the... Spellbook is in a different N. It's now N. Rake? Swipe? Swipe's key. And rip. What about bear form? Maul, growl. Okay. That's good that we got swipe though. We can do some AoE. We can do some damage in AoE. The Rune of Nesting. Is that like right up the rip here? Must be. Yeah, it is. Also, I love bleeding things. I think that any class that just creates bleeds and like lets things just die from them, poisons, love them to death. That's why Assassination Rogue is just such a cool concept to me. And Feral Druid as well. Even though Shaman is my favorite class in the game. What's weird though is despite the fact that I love like bleed and poisons, I'm not as big of a fan of like curses and other dots, which doesn't make any sense because gameplay wise they are identical, right? Like there's not much of a difference. But the thought of poisoning someone and letting them die, the fantasy of that, or like bleeding them and letting them die from the bleeding, fulfills a lot more satisfaction for me than the thought of I have to kill him eventually, but not right now. So I have to find him again. He's in here, right? Yeah.
If I can examine the
There's your charm, and then you're gonna make me kill you.
to break the enchantment. Have you found one? Thank you, hero. What an odd trinket
Okay.
this is. I can sense the vile aura emanating from it. This is a very powerful enchantment.
Okay.
After examining this charm, adventurer, I see now what must be done.
There he is.
And do as I ask. You are to approach the
Okay.
door to the
He's
north
released.
inside. You will find my soulless body. Although I regret what I am about to tell you, I see no other way to free myself from
Okay.
control of the knowledge.
We have completed the quests in this dungeon
Kill my physical form.
and gotten little do 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 as a result. And that's what we're here for, is the do 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 do. That's the dopamine hit that we're craving.
Free of the control of the knowledge. Thank you. My spirit may now rest peacefully forever.
Spirit's gonna rest peacefully in the Emerald Dream as a result of all of our hard work. And that's really what we came for.
Accept this reward as a symbol of my gratitude.
There is also a rare that spawns up here. His name is Agal. So we're gonna go check him out. We're having a blast. We're gonna check out Agal, and then we're gonna go back and turn in our quests, and then we're going to wrap up. Just a little. Oh, Agal's here. Perfect. Okay, well, we're gonna be smart here. We're gonna pre-bark skin. This is just elite gameplay. And we're gonna bleed everyone, and then we're gonna put a Gal on the bleed grind, and then swipe everyone to death. I don't think bark skin helped much, but everything died. We didn't die, so we'll take that as a win. And a Gal dropped us imbued discipline or disciples braces. Imbued disciples braces. Okay, well, it's an appearance we didn't have before. Not the correct armor type, but we'll get the little and call that a win. The other thing is we now have access to mounts. So we have to pick what mount we want to ride around. I usually try to, especially like on the early levels of the characters, try to pick something that makes a little bit of sense to go with like the character and the level that they're at. It's no fun to have some big giant super epic thing being ridden around by your boy, right? I do like Enchanted Shadeleaf Runestag. I think this is a nice little mount for for our purposes here. Just a nice little mount. Might be a little too over-designed for the zone that we're in, but it gives off Night Elf vibes. A crane is a good call. I do like this the best so far. We're only a 60% mount, so we don't really get a lot of favors from anyone. Always love the Quillen. Anything about the Quillen? Oh my god, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get my Quillen to fly earlier. Is because I picked the wrong Quillen. I have the Mist of Pandaria Collector's Edition Quillen. That one can fly. That Quillen can't, and I couldn't figure out why I didn't have flying at level 30, and that is why. Because I'm an idiot. The Korkron Warsaber is so cool. I love Lothian Prowler. There's the Marbled Quillen. That's the good one. Wait, no, it's not. That's also not the good one. Royal Swarmer. Sarge. Oh, well, I like the Sentinel's Werewolf. Let's go with the Sentinel's Werewolf. It's Night Elf. It's Night Elf vibes. It's literally a Sentinel. Like, that's cool, right? It runs nice. Good new model.
I hope my huntress guide.
We brought you these. Thank you.
You may yet still think our grasp upon the corruption our vassal herself could not hold out.
The kidnapped adventurers of the Talon will be forever trapped in the Emerald Dream. We cannot retrieve the relics of Awakening from the Banethel Barrow Den to the west. For every minute we delay their fate comes one step closer to eternal doom.
Okay.
You have succeeded, young adventurer.
So Ursula the Mauler needs killed, and we'll start there next time. The Road to Darnassus we'll get. We need to go back and do some of these rares, and we need to explore the areas to the top left. So, lots of things to do. I'll let him finish his tale.
Situation must be slain. It was Ursula the Mauler who meddled with our brethren's calling, and it is Ursula the Mauler who must now pay so they can be freed. Travel northwest on the road and find a path north into the cleft. Ursula's den will be there.
So we finished our grind for today, 2 hours and 2 minutes in, leveled from 5 to 10, and got a lot of the main questing done here in the Dolinar area and around Teldrassil. We've been able to select our spec, pick the mount that we're going to be utilizing, at least for this zone, and got a couple interesting drops, some quests, or some pets that we haven't had before, and set up our housing. So overall, a pretty good grind for today. And have a good evening.